I submit to you that eye creatures might well exist on some planet, perhaps beyond our solar system. Now I want to talk to you about zeroidal life. Life that I submit to you may exist in free space, not on any planet or moon. Based on the Goldonsky thesis, those biochemical polymers floating around may actually have evolved into various forms of life. You could have everything from the microscopic to the macroscopic. Perhaps they're feasting on basic cosmic energy or sunlight, or perhaps larger entities are ingesting smaller entities. But they could have all shapes and sizes, perhaps evolve some type of mobility and intelligence. They even could be living UFOs. If you think that's controversial, consider that Lord Mountbatten, hero of Britain for World War II, claimed, first of all, that he had seen a UFO, and secondly, hypothesized that it was actually a living being, a living UFO. Now, we have a few examples of them, and I want to show you this from February 28, 1963, Thursday. This is over Prescott at 6:10 p.m., Prescott, Arizona. This appears to be a cloud, but look how unusual it is. And what's important is that this retained its shape for the next 20 minutes. At 6:15, it was over Phoenix, still having this unusual shape. And then at 6:30, it moved over Winslow, west-northwest, still retaining its basic shape. And what's important is that it first moved south, then northwest. Clouds do not do that, and clouds do not retain their shape for 20 minutes. And this unusual configuration argues for the possibility, I'm not saying it's certain, but a possibility this could have been an entity that survived the passage through our atmosphere from space and was not pulverized by friction, but floated over Arizona, a possible Zeroid. Now let's look at another one from Cluj-Napoca, September 1977. This is from Romania. This is a drawing of what was cited by several people. It looked like a UFO rolling around on the ground that was glowing. Then it suddenly took off. Possibly a living entity from outer space, a so-called Zeroid. And perhaps more serious proof for the existence of these entities. Back in 1984, NASA launched its LDEF, Long Duration Endurance Facility. They retrieved it in 1990 and were shocked to find an unusual growth on one of the panels. Now, the growth was smaller than this, perhaps about the size of a toothpick. It had these entanglements coming out of it, each about 1/10 the size of a human hair. Analysis showed it was not vegetable, not mineral, not animal. They could not identify this. It appeared to be some type of extraterrestrial life that had actually settled or grown on the panel. An example of a Zeroid, a type of life that can exist in zero atmosphere and basically zero temperature, possibly throughout the universe.